Okay, now let's see the next problem. This is also a parabola problem. Okay, but this problem is very easy comparatively to the previous problem. So same. Let us write the integrations first. Okay, here first integration represents our x equal to 0 to x equal to 4a, and this integration represents our y equal to x square by 4a to y equal to 2 root ax. Okay, so this is your x and this is your y integrations. Now we are going to check whether the given equation is a parabola or ellipse or any other curves. Okay, first I am going to check this. Okay, so I am going to take this x square equal to 4ay. Okay, and here this one, your y square equal to 4ax. Okay, so as you can see, this is your parabola equation. Okay, clearly it is a parabola. Okay, so now we are going to draw a figure using the parabola curve. First one, as usual, the y-axis and the x-axis. Okay, okay, so now the first one, we have x equal to 0. So this is your 0, this is your x, and we can draw this one. So y, x equal to 4a. So x equal to 4a curve will be like this. Like the previous problem, the parabola will fall on this. X square equal to 4ay. So this curve is x square equal to 4ay. Okay. So the next curve is in the y square. So this is your y-axis. After substituting y, you will get the y values here only. So y curve will fall on this side. Like this. Okay. So this curve is your y square equal to 4ax. So this is the region we got. So this is the region we got after the integration. So now I'm going to mark the vertical line here. So your vertical line will be here. So this is your vertical strip. Okay. So and one more thing was waiting, your x equal to 4a. Okay. So wherever the curve is meeting, this is going to be your x equal to 4a. So this line is your x equal to 4a. Okay. So x equal to 4a, y will fall on here. Your x equal to 4a will fall on here. The meeting point, your x equal to 4a line. So now we completed the figure. Okay. So this is your vertical path and this is your vertical strip. Okay. So where the parabola curve is meeting only in this region. Okay. The shaded region only it is meeting. Okay. So now we are going to find only this path. So in the previous problem we have seen I equal to I1 and I2 because there is two different shaded region is there. Okay. In the previous problem there is two different shaded region we have seen. But in this problem it is only one region. So we are going to directly find the integration now. Okay, so we know what is x, y, and using the integration. Now we are going to, the next step is changing the order. Okay, changing the order means what? Vertical path into horizontal path. This is your vertical path. So this is changing into horizontal path. So I'm going to change this vertical path into this line. Okay, and vertical strip. This vertical strip is going to change like in this here, horizontal. Okay, horizontal path. Similarly, vertical strip into horizontal strip. Okay, okay. So if it is changed, what will happen then? Okay, let us see. Okay, so this is the curve we drawed. Now we are going to check. We are going to check that this vertical line is going to change it as horizontal line here. Okay, so both the vertical lines. This is x equal to 0 line and x equal to 4a line. So both the lines are changed into here. So here it is x equal to 4a. Now this is in the y line. So what happened? It will change it as x equal to 4a will going to change as y equal to 4a, because previously it was here in the x axis. Now it is in the y axis. So here your y equal to 4a. Okay, and next one is, this is 0 as usual. And what happened? Your x is 0, right? Previously this line, I mean this line is your x line. Okay, this is also now changed into a horizontal line here, this line. So what happens then? Your x equal to 0 is now changed to y equal to 0. So this is your y. So if you draw here, this is going to be your y equal to 0 line. Okay, so we got 2 points. Now we are going to find the regions. What happened to this region? This region was shaded, and this is your horizontal strip. Okay, so this is your horizontal strip. Previously what we have here is, what is this? This is your y equal to x square by 4a. That is what we replaced it, right? This one. Okay, this one. So y equal to 4a was replaced as x equal to 4ay. And this one, what happened? Y equal to 2 root ax was replaced as y equal to 4ax. Okay, now we are going to interchange, because the strip was vertical, here it is in the horizontal. So what happens? Your x is going to be 2 root ay and your here this y is going to be changed as x equal to y square by 4a. Okay, how it is changed? What is the previous condition integration we have? We have the previous integration as y equal to 2 root ax. So this was changed as y square equal to 4ax. So x equal to y square by 4a. This is how we changed the vertical path into horizontal path. Okay, and the next is, the previous one is like what? Y equal to x square by 4a. The previous one. This is your previous one. previous integration, this is your new integration. So this was changed as x equal to 4ay. Okay, this is how we changed our vertical to horizontal. Okay, so these are all the new integration after we have changed the vertical line and vertical strip into an horizontal line and horizontal strip. So now what is the changes? Our y equal to 0 and y equal to 4a. Here x equal to y square by 4a, x square equal to x square equal to 4ay. So x equal to 2 root ay. Okay, so these are all the new integrations limits. Okay, now we find all the steps. Now we are going to integrate it. Integral 0 to what is this? 4a integral x square by 4a to integral y square by 4a to 2 root ay xy dx dy. So now we changed the order. See the previous one and the new one. Okay, so let us solve now. 0 to 4a, integrating this first. So it is in the y, so it is, we have to differentiate with respect to our x. Okay, so 4a x square by 2 into y, so x equal to 2 root ay, x equal to y square by 4a into dy, integral 0 to 4a. Substituting the upper limit, 2 root ay the whole square by 2 into y minus the lower limit y square by 4a by into y by 2 into dy. Okay, so I think you can solve all the steps. 4a y by 2 into y minus y power 4 by 32 a square into y dy. Okay, so try to solve. I will write the final answer. You try to solve. So next we are integrating with respect to dy. Okay, this one y cube by 3 minus y power 6 by 196 a square 4a 0 2a by 3 into 4a cube minus 4a power 6 by 190 a square minus the lower limit is 0. So your answer will be 64 by 3 into a power 4. Okay, clear? So that's all. This problem is over. This is also very, very important. Okay. Using the parabola, we have only two problems. We are just interchanging the verticals and horizontal strips and lines. That's all.